They're not, like, able to move around on their own, right? Seems like it would be tough. No one remembers the protagonist's name in Castaway. I certainly don't. Tom Hanks, right? Tom Hanks is one of those actors where if Tom Hanks plays a character, I just call that character Tom Hanks. Like, I loved the character Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump, for example, is a sentence that I would say. And that would make sense for me. Temwood, hello. Yeah, Twitch forgot my account. You think they have union representatives? Is there like a telephone inside the bottle? I'm gonna try upgrading Neutralize. I've been taking 100 gold over upgrading Neutralize a lot as Silent lately. I wanna see how this feels. See if the health that we save in Act 1 is really that noticeable. Maybe it will be. We take Poison Stab over Footwork to get our damage in line. A decent couple of floors so far though, for sure. You cooking, Twit1? It's exciting. I haven't done any like real cooking yet. I've been making ramen. I've been putting pizzas in the oven. That doesn't really like, I feel ashamed for even mentioning that in this sentence. Ooh. We just really did not get much help with our damage out of this floor. It's a really good store if we have 100 gold to buy a Wraith Form. Wraith Form backstab when we're set. Got the Neutralize upgrade instead though. I'm gonna take a Catalyst because it's a Hexaghost act. And I think that leaves me a little bit too weak to take this elite fight, probably. Unless this floor helps, which it did not. But that's fine, we just don't take the elite fight. Problem solved. Like, I still can't fight an elite. I have to upgrade strikes. This is a bit of a disaster. The store was quite bad, and because we don't have any damage, all of a sudden we're not getting to do much in the act. Eviscerated and chopped by giant claws. I actually think we're pretty good at Lagavulin specifically. If we can line up Poison and Catalyst here, we can win this fight. Well, it is made a little bit spookier by the fact that Lagavulin starts off woken up and then debuffs you turn 1 when you walk into Lagavulin in this way. I thought that would be okay most of the time, but we really did not draw cards in the right order, so now I'm less sure. What happens after this floor? We rest, sure. You got any poison stabs for me, maybe, deck? can work out exactly how much damage we're dealing here and see if we can save 1 health. 9, 8, 7, 24. We need to deal 10 more. This is always dealing at least 6 more. I believe I can save 1 health. Okay, that's it hurt, but it's an okay floor actually. Yeah, letter opener did deal more damage than strike there. I think a masterful stab. Still struggling a bit. SK cars. Deadly poison, fire potion, and card remove. Looks pretty good to me. That gets our damage properly in line finally, and we can kill Hexaghost with poison stuff. We have a fire potion for the start of next act. Probably need the dagger throw. We're in like, yeah, in this fight specifically, we're in a little bit of a gross spot. We do have the fire potion and we've got the pen nib coming in probably this turn though. So it ended up being okay. Just wondering if I have to play Catalyst. 24, 15, 9. Actually don't. And save the health. Skippy Goober. Wait. Definitely did that math wrong. Meal ticket, poison stab. We could upgrade poison stab. A lot of poison stuff. Need a block card. I also need an AoE damage card. We need a lot of stuff. I'm gonna take another poison stab. We're going to hope that we get fights that the poison stuff is good against at the start of Act 2. And we do have a letter opener for AoE stuff, and we do have a fire potion, which maybe can help out there too. It must be better to save Catalyst. Just seems like it must be. This boss will drop Corpse Explosion. That's very fortunate. Thanks, Hexaghost. This boss will kill us. Alternate possibility. This seems like a playing the defend to try to stay alive sort of situation. And that, yeah, that ends up being enough. Alright, cool. You're playing Pillars of Eternity. I don't know which one's Pillars of Eternity and which one's Path of Exile. Hey, it is a Corpse Explosion. What's that all about? Pillars of Exile and Path of Eternity are the same game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't played much of either of them, so. The problem with Pyramid is that we can't block at all. But maybe we have to take it, I don't know. I think Astrolabe's okay here and transform 3 strikes. Pyramid seems like it's significantly more likely to die at the start of Act 2 than Astrolabe. Although Pyramid's definitely going to end up being the stronger one in the end. With Corpse Explosion, we can probably get away with Pyramid in this act. We have arrived in Act 2. There's an enemy with 3 artifact charges. Oh hey, we win anyway. That's good. I still have 4 strikes. I have a meal ticket already? I don't. Oh, I don't know. This is really close. Getting one more of these cards is quite bad with Corpse Explosion and Catalyst. Yeah, I think it's just not good enough. Plus we're at max HP right now. Don't believe I have a power at the moment for Fumes. Or for Pallets, rather. So Pallets would be another relic that was like quite slow but very powerful later. I think that Happy Flower is really good here. Happy Flower is the one that we need at the moment, I think. Yeah. Just think we need that relic. Alright, cool. Slow-mo Hobo, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Hugbo Mushu to you as well. Would I have bought a Fumes if I could afford it? I think so. The store in general would have been different if we had more gold, so maybe something else would have mattered even more, but yeah, I think so. Is Noxious Fumes usually a trap? Noxious Fumes deals about 1 billion damage. If you are in the market for 1 billion damage, Noxious Fumes may be the card for you. Do I often run into cases where Pyramid feels bad at the end of Act 1? Well, Pyramid always feels weaker than like energy relics going into Act 2. But as far as feeling like bad, like usually you can get through the first half of Act 2 and then be fine for the rest of the run. It's hard to imagine a collection of cards at the end of Act 1 where I was like, oh shit, Pyramid just seems really bad here. Maybe an Ironclad deck with lots of 2-cost attacks. Still, there are like so many strong interactions that you can hit, and then all of a sudden you're just like winning. I think I have to take Dash as a block card. What if it were a deck of only backstabs? I have never personally had a deck of only backstabs, but I imagine it could make things sort of weird if you had one, yeah. Ooh, it's very aggressive. I can actually block that for like the first time in the entire run. Convenient. How often does an end of Act 1 deck prefer Pyramid to Snecko Eye? That's like a really big question. I don't know what the answer to that is. That depends on how you build your Act 1 decks too. So like, I don't know what the right way is to build Act 1 decks in this game. I know what I do, but I haven't solved the game. Should have waited a turn. Or 2 turns, if I could get away with 2 turns even. So yeah, we want to be playing around Happy Flower and Pen Nib procs a decent amount here. Trying to set those up to go off. Happy Flower is probably okay on turn 2 because I don't always have great cards in hand on turn 1. But Pen Nib should probably be going off as soon as possible in every fight. Caltrops is a little bit interesting. I don't think it's important for any of the fights that we could be fighting right now. We just have a better way to deal damage. Anchor's great. I think with Anchor we can go this way now. We have decent potions for it too. I turned into Sean Connery all of a sudden. Is it generally better to set Nib up at 8 when playing Watchers so you can get into Wrath with Eruption first? You can do that. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. The biggest problem about having Pen Nib on 8 instead of 9 isn't that it takes longer to use Pen Nib in the fight you're in first. It's generally that it takes longer to get the second proc of Pen Nib in that fight. But if you don't need a second proc of Pen Nib, then there isn't really that much reason to be putting it on 9/8. And sometimes you have attacks like Pommel Strike or something like that. It's 2 Corpse Explosions, wow. Take a Piercing Wail here though. Desperately need one of those. Sometimes you have attacks like Pommel Strike or like Eruption to go into Wrath or something like that. Sometimes you can have a run where you don't necessarily want the first attack that you play to be the one that gets extra damage. I shouldn't have played Masterful Stab yet, huh? Use this potion. Weird turn. Now I use this potion. That was an example of a spot where Happy Flower would have been better on 1 instead of 2, because I just didn't have anything to do with it on turn 1. Next turn we get to apply... I'd better take some damage this turn. Okay, drawing Piercing Wail is nice. It means I don't have to play Dagger Throw, so I can just go... something like that. Then play some attacks next turn. Can't imagine the Second corpse explosion would provide anything more. Well, you can draw it faster. That's the big thing. Also against like Reptimancer and other fights where they summon. It can be nice to have 2 copies. Am I still late on applying poison? Maybe I need this bouncing flask. I'm gonna pass. Well Laid Plan's very good card. Maybe not so great in this situation. Calipers would be good here. Corpse Explosion triggers when Dagger Suicide, yeah. I have a meal ticket and a pantograph, so I just have to not die in this fight, basically. And then I'll be at full health again, almost. I heal for 50? That's not how math works. I heal for 40. It's quite a bit still. Oh, Masterful Stab costs 1 now. Uh-oh. 15... 19 poison goes to 57 poison, and we deal 8 to 65. I didn't draw Piercing Wail. Both of them chose to attack me, so I think I have to use the potion here, unfortunately. Sure don't have any survivability whatsoever. I'm still buying Burst though. Right? Pretty good card here. Should have played Masterful Stab again. Damn it, Burst. Why you gotta be like this? Dear Burst, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. Alright, cool. I'll take a Wraith form. The potions are quite good. Do I ever play more than 6 cards in a turn? That Burst turn played 5 cards. I think I can get away with Choker over Sozu. Although I think Sozu was probably okay. Kenshin, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Ogbomo show to you too. Where's the Super Elite? Up here. Let's start here and get over there though, so we have some flexibility at the start. You wish there was a Jorbs Yu-Gi-Oh crossover. I've always been a Team Pokemon. Was never really into Yu-Gi-Oh. 14 dead. The Burst's a pretty good card, huh? It seems alright. Need to get like 3 more Wraith forms, and we'll be good. First shines with leg sweep. Truer words have never been spoken. All right, duck. It's amazing how many bad cards there are in this game. I think other than Dark Shackles, I'm not very interested, but I am about to heal for 15 anyway. Secret Technique. Probably like Secret Technique, actually. Master of Strategy? I might like Master of Strategy too. Okay. I guess I'm just wrong. We got, like, very good rares there, though. It's a lot of gold. Why did I skip Distilled Chaos? I have a Choker. I can only play 6 cards per turn. I just Secret Technique for Piercing Whale, I think, here. Or I could Wraith Form. Let's just do this. Be fine. Yeah, Pentagraph does proc there. It's pretty strong. The artifact, good with Wraith Form. It's okay, it makes us 1 dexterity per turn if we block the Wraith Form debuff with it. This deck doesn't care very much about dexterity, I don't think, though. I don't know if my upgrade potion does anything. Oh, currently it makes Wraith Form last a longer turn. A turn longer? Last another turn? Words. Words, words. Strike removes seem really good. Have bad news, Giant Head. This really is just a day about exponential growth, isn't it? Good thing to be learning about at the moment. Yeah, so COVID has played Burst and is now playing Catalysts on us, and we started with like 3 people infected. Just as like some context to what's going on. Hey, Unbreakable! Hello, hey Matuntina, Stella, Bounteous Pilatus. I like the Crippling Cloud, I think. Getting rid of artifact charges is one thing that it does very nicely that we're sort of struggling with. I also didn't mind the Deflect Plus there. Art of War is sort of interesting. Sometimes that'll give us 6 energy in a turn. Damage. It's incredible how few relevant cards have been offered. This does not feel like those are being offered in this run. Do we buy Fairy in a bottle again? I have to work out how to beat Awakened One if we get Awakened One. It's not that easy. Yeah, I don't think Fairy in a Bottle helps with that fight that much right now. Could take a backflip. Just go Act 4, I think. Secret Technique, Deadly Point, which is Wraith Form. Gambler's Brew is really good. It's really, really, really good. It's an excellent, well, it's a really good Act 4 potion. The Awakened One fight is, I think, the scariest thing in the game right now for us. There are a variety of things which are fine here. I think this one is fine. Russ, thanks for the sub. Hogbomushu to you as well. Don't want to have to use pen nib. Gonna make silly decisions so I can keep my pen nib. Just keep it forever. Okay, strawberry is pretty good too. Just need that extra buffer to stop ourselves from dying before we draw Wraith form, maybe. When is next Hollow Knight? I don't know. Set up with Wraith form and then... Oh, you're just dead. Good fight. Nightmare? Nightmare Wraith form. That's a starting hand. Oh my. Alright. Cool. It's not top decking if you only put good cards in your deck. Yup. Okay, we got Time Eater instead of a Weakened one. Time Eater is already dead, I think. 18, 54, 150. We can wait. We can play it safe. Wait a sec here. Oh no. We'll need to at some point draw like something that does something. Doesn't matter how much health we have when we leave the fight because we have a meal ticket to full heal. 7, 25, 75, 225. GG. Nightmare MVP. Nightmares for like getting Wraith form in the heart fight or something. I don't know, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. Has tapas. What's that, 2 months? Ogbomo show to you as well. I can just duplication potion Wraith form. That was like super over. I have the perfect potions. I've won a few runs that are sort of like this recently, but like we just have everything set up perfectly this time around. If I lose this, I will be quite sad. but I don't expect that I will lose this. We do have Pantograph as well, yeah. Keep Art of War for next turn. It's completely fine to take 2 damage there, not a problem. We have Happy Flower next turn. Step 1 to failure, overconfidence. I think failing is step 1 to failure, actually. Trying is the first step toward failure. Oh no. That's unlucky. Mega Prep's nice. Wraith form in our starting hand. Don't think I can kill it in 4 turns here. Can't see it. If I had 1 more energy, maybe I could. Secret Technique for Catalyst, Deadly Poison, Crippling Cloud, Burst, and then double Catalyst would be... No, that wouldn't be enough. Don't think I can quite kill it on 1 turn, or in 4 turns. But we can kill it in basically 4 turns. Go Secret Technique, Burst, Crippling Cloud. Catalyst is like 156. $126. Close enough. GG. EK Hawkman, happy birthday. Duplication Potion have played Catalyst 3 times there. Maybe. I don't know if Choker stops it or not. That's something that the devs have changed in some situations, but not in other situations, so my like default understanding of how it works is confused. 44 minutes. Oh boy.